After so long time, we are meeting together here. So today we are going to discuss the new topic that is hybridization. Okay. So in this lecture, we will explain all the basic terms related to hybridization. So first of all, what is a hybridization? It is the mixing of two atomic orbitals of the same energy. Okay, means degenerate energy orbitals, they gets mixed together and they form a new hybrid orbitals which are of equal energy, right? But students, do you know what are the orbitals are there? Yeah. So first is a s orbital, okay, which is a spherical in shape. Then p orbitals, which are generally dumbbell shape. And according to the three axes, that is the x, y, and z, there are three p orbitals are there. That is a px, py, and pz. Other than s and p orbital, there are d orbitals also present. So dx, dxy, dzx, dyz, then dx square minus y square, and dz square. Okay. So these are the different types of orbitals are there. So what are the features of hybridization? These are some points that you have to keep in mind. Okay, these are related to the hybridization. So number one is the number of hybrid orbitals is same as number of atomic orbital that gets hybridized. It means if you are taking two atomic orbitals, okay, which are going to hybridize, so new hybrid orbitals will be two. Second, hybridized orbitals have equal energy and shape. Yes, the atomic orbitals which are involving for hybridization, they are of same energy, and also the resultant hybrid orbitals will be the same energy and same shape. Third, shape of hybrid orbitals is different than pure atomic orbitals undergoing hybridization. Yeah, the shape changes from atomic orbitals to the hybrid orbitals. Also, in hybrid orbitals, electron densities are concentrated at one side. And for maximum stability, the hybrid orbitals are oriented in space to minimize the repulsion, and they get stabilized. What are the different conditions are there for hybridization? First, hybridization takes place only with the orbitals of the valence shell. It means if you are taking one element like a carbon, then for hybridization, the valence shell only involves in the hybridization. Second, hybridization takes place between orbitals of similar energy. It is the same point. Degenerate energy orbitals only participate in the hybridization. And for hybridization, electron goes from lower energy level to the higher energy level, which is not necessary or which is not mandatory as compared to the other cases. And last, not only half filled but filled orbitals also take part in the hybridization. So one by one we will see the hybridization and examples. Number one, sp hybridization, which is also called as a linear or diagonal hybridization. What is the definition of this? As it suggests, sp means one s and one p orbital of equal energy. They are going to mix together and they are going to form two sp hybridized orbitals. And which type of a compound show this sp hybridization? Generally, beryllium containing compounds show sp hybridization. Also, triple bond containing molecules like acetylene, it also contains the sp hybridization. So here, I have taken example of acetylene, which has a structure H, C triple bond CH. So in this molecule, which is a central atom carbon, which has atomic number 6. So electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay. I have shown here ground state electronic configuration where two electrons are there in 2px and 2py. But in excited state, what will happen? The electron will go from 2s to 2pz. And in hybridization, one s and one p orbital will get involved and it will result into two sp hybridized orbitals. Now we know the hybridization. Now how we will know the shape of the molecule? See here. In this case, this carbon which has a two sp hybridized orbitals. These are the two sp hybridized orbitals. These are the px and py orbital, right? Which have a single one electrons. Py and pz. So see here, one sp hybridized orbital going to bond with the other carbon. Okay. So two sp hybridized orbitals of the two carbons are going to mix form a sigma bond, and these are the two pi bonds are because of the these two single electrons, 2py and 2pz. And here other sp hybridized orbital of a carbon gets involved in the bonding with the 1s orbital of the hydrogen. So molecule is linear in shape. So bond angle is 180 degree. Second, sp2 hybridization. It is the same. What it is? 1s and 2p orbitals are going to mix together and they are forming 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals. And the compounds which are generally contain boron, okay, BF3, BH3, they shows the sp2 hybridization. Also, the double bond containing molecules also show the sp2 hybridization, like ethene. So I have taken example of BF3. Here central atom is boron, so atomic number is 5. So electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Okay, ground state you can see here. In excited state, one electron will go from 2s to 2p. So all these 2s and 2p electrons will involve in the hybridization. So boron has a 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals. So the shape will be in this way. These 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals of boron will bond form with the p orbitals of the fluorine. 3 fluorine atoms and 1 boron. So the shape will be as like a trigonal planar in shape. So the hybridization gives idea about the shape of the molecule and the bond angle will be 120 degree. And third, sp3 hybridization. That is when one s and 3p orbitals are going to mix together and they are going to release 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. It will be sp3 hybridization. And generally saturated compounds show the sp3 hybridization. Most commonly is methane, water, ammonia. They all show sp3 hybridization. Here I have taken example of methane, which contain carbon as a central atom, so atomic number 6. So electronic configuration 1s to 2s to 2p2. So see here ground state and excited state. What will happen? These are 1s and 3p orbitals are going to mix together and they are going to release 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. And these 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals are forming bond with the 4 1s orbitals of the hydrogen. So the shape of the molecule is tetrahedral and bond angle is 109 degree. Okay. So these are some commonly commonly used hybridizations. So from hybridizations, what you will know, you will get the idea about the shape of the molecule and the bond angle. Okay. So in this lecture, I taught you basic structure or basic concept of the hybridization and some of the examples, right? So I hope you got some idea about the hybridization. Okay, so watch this video and also like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.